I will be back here. I will be back here, and I will be back with a vengeance.
Super Bowl 58 is about to commence in about a week from today. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers in a rematch from 2020 Super Bowl, which was Super Bowl 54, I believe. Here we go again, right? Chiefs versus 49ers. Andy Reid versus Kyle Shanahan. I'm going to try to stylistically break down team for team, player for player, coaching to coaching, as best as I can, right? I really want to narrow it down to the nitty gritty. I want to make sure I get all the pieces in check to make my final prediction, which I'll make at the end, right? So we'll start at the top. Obviously, we've seen this matchup before. A lot of things have changed. The 49ers had it up until the fourth, where they let Tyreek Cheetah Hill get open on a 3rd and long, I believe. And the rest is history, right? Jimmy G obviously misses Emmanuel Sanders deep downfield. The rest is history, right? Things have changed, right? Tyreek Cheetah Hill, the Cheetah, is not there anymore. Robert Saleh, D'Amico Ryans. Robert Saleh's with the Jets. D'Amico Ryans is with the Texans. And Steve Wilks is defensive coordinator, right? And that's why their defense has been kind of all over the place, right? We have like the best defense in the league. The 49ers will show up as the best defense in the league, and then the worst, and they're losing their identity. And then last game they found it, second half, right? But let's start with the quarterback position, right? Patrick Mahomes versus Brock Purdy. Who has the better quarterback there? I mean, that's a stupid question. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is a god right now. He's a deity. He is probably the best player in the NFL right now. He's one of the few you build a team around, right? Like I mentioned in my last video, Justin Jefferson, he's the dude you build around. And that's what they've done, right? And this is why this is his 4th Super Bowl. Yeah, his 4th Super Bowl. He's 2-1 in bowls, and he's the only player ever to reach 4 Super Bowls at this age, I believe. So, as good as Brock Purdy is, and he's bred into be, Patrick Mahomes takes it, okay? So the Chiefs take it at the quarterback position, right? The running back position. Now, I know you probably wanted to hear me say CMC by a mile, right? But Isaiah Pacheco is nobody to sleep on, okay? Mister, you know what I mean? Nobody runs harder than that dude. As close as it is, or I should say, you think it'd be like CMC by a landslide, right? It's close, right? But the 49ers take the running back position. And then Isaiah Pacheco is right there. Although Clyde Edwards-Helaire is backing him up, it's going to be those two that, you know, and Isaiah Pacheco's late success in the season is the reason why they kind of found themselves again, the Kansas City Chiefs, because nobody was catching the ball, right? And Isaiah Pacheco has been running very well lately. And then we already know CMC, what he can do. The dude could take over a game just like Patrick Mahomes can, whenever, if you let him. So they take that, right? The 49ers take that. So the Chiefs have the best quarterback of the two. The 49ers have, those two players are just game changers, right? Offensive line. They both have about the same, really good offensive lines. Obviously, Trent Williams with the 49ers holds it down. He's pretty much the entire line. And then the Chiefs have Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, both pretty solid. I'm not going to get too much into detail with that, but yeah, both solid lines. We'll go with the wide receivers next. Obviously, the Chiefs have no wide receivers. I mean, their best receiver is a rookie, Rashee Rice, and he's coming too as of late, along with Isaiah Pacheco. And then we don't even know if Kadarius Toney's going to play. I don't even think they want him to play. If you've seen, they're kind of keeping him out just because they don't want him to touch the field. They're saying he has an injury, but he reported on IG that it's like bullshit. They just don't want him on the field. And I can see why, you know. But I think the 49ers take this one. Brandon Ayuk, Debo Jennings, they have a great depth. And then CMC could catch the ball too. And then we go to the tight ends, right? That is neck and neck. These two have been leading the league as tight end 1, tight end 1A, tight end 1A, 1B. You know, George Kittle and Travis Kelce have been leading the league as the best tight ends in the league for a while now, right? Travis Kelce obviously more because George Kittle came into like 2016, 2017. But I mean, as close as it is, if Travis Kelce didn't have the performance he had last game, 11 targets, 11 catches, I mean, over 100 yards, and he had 2 tutties, I think. Insane, right? And when the season started, he had injuries. It looked like he was slowing down. It kind of looked like he was leaning towards retirement. You know what I mean? He has 2 Super Bowls. He has the podcast with his brother. He has Taylor Swift. Like, you know, it kind of showed. But last game, he just blew all that shit out the water and said, shut up, I'm still here to play, right? So that's really close. But I'm going to go with Travis Kelce, right? But it's kind of a tie, really. George Kittle is a better blocker. He's faster. He's not a better route runner. He runs harder with the ball, though, after the catch. They're both right there. I give that a tie. If anything, Travis Kelce slightly, right? And then we go with the D-line. I'm going to give the D-line edge, especially because what's-his-face got hurt from the Chiefs. The N, I forgot his name. Anyways, it still doesn't matter. He was playing really solid, but on the Chiefs, it's just Chris Jones, right? And he's their defensive tackle. And he is also another player that could be a home wrecker. He could take over the game by himself. We saw when he missed the first game against the Lions. I mean, they instantly paid him because they could not get to Jared Goff at all. And as soon as he came back, he just started wreaking havoc, right? He will be the main reason why the Chiefs could have a chance. If he could disrupt Brock Purdy, I'm not saying he'll get to him to sack him, maybe. You know, defensive tackles don't really get sacks, but he's one of those that they move around, they shift around. Spags moves them around, right? They need to be careful with him. But the defensive line should go to the 49ers. Easy, right? Nick Bosa, Javon Hargrave, Chase Young, if he wants to play, they're still deeper. They take that. And depending on which defensive line shows up for the 49ers, that will be another main reason why the 49ers can have success. Linebackers, it's not even close. Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, they take over, right? Those two, I'm not even going to talk about. They're the second coming of Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis. They're really good, really talented. Sideline to sideline. Probably the 2 best linebackers in the game. And they went against another great duo last week. Or no, my bad. That was the Chiefs. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I was talking about Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. They're second, probably Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are number 1, right? So that tandem, the Chiefs don't even come close, okay? And I believe he's still hurt, but he might play. Either way, the 49ers take that by landslide. Then we go secondary. Obviously, Talo Hufanga got hurt, but Charvarius Ward. And then on the other side with the Chiefs, L'Jarius Sneed. Both, again, 1A, 1B this year, those two have been strapping it up like they have been locked down all year. I mean, we saw L'Jarius Sneed. He shut down Cheetah. Last week against the Ravens, he took care of his own against whoever it was. Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham, didn't matter, right? And then Charvarius Ward has been making big plays all year, right? He is locked down. Then obviously the Chiefs have Justin Reed. The secondary, I want to give the secondary honestly, I think I go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs have a better secondary, and Spags really puts them, he really moves around L'Jarius and Justin Reed to succeed, right? Plus, he mixes in like blitzes like we saw with Lamar Jackson, right? He totally shut down Lamar Jackson, had him only completing, 5 passes at the half? I'd give a slight edge to the Chiefs, right, in the secondary. I believe that covers everybody. Special teams are about the same. And then coaching. Andy Reid versus Kyle Shanahan again. They have so much film on each other. They already have a Super Bowl they could look at. Like I said, you take out Tyreek Hill, and that's huge, right? Obviously, the 49ers win the last Super Bowl if they don't even have the cheetah. He's not there. If somehow Kyle Shanahan could just find a way, if the 49ers defense shows up the way it should, if Brock Purdy just chills out, relaxes, right? I mean, this is only the Super Bowl. It's not a big deal, right? If he just finds, if he just relaxes, okay, and he just does what he needs to do, just like he's been doing all year. Lately, he's been kind of shaky. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because it is only his first year starting, right? But he's been shaky at times against the Packers. 2 weeks ago, he was shaky. And then against the Lions, second half, he just came in too, right? He can't do that against the Chiefs. He has to start the way he ended with the Lions, and they'll be okay, right? Find your checkdowns. Find Debo for screens. Find Ayuk over the middle. Feed CMC. They'll be all right, okay? But Andy Reid versus Kyle Shanahan, I mean, they're both chess players, the best offensive coordinators or play callers in the league, other than Sean McVay, right? Spags versus Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks has been shaky all year calling his defense. He's not Robert Saleh or DeMeco Ryans, but I think they could take information and data from the last Super Bowl and just keep it as was. Again, you're not going to stop Patrick Mahomes. You're not, okay? You just need to find a way how to contain him. Let's just contain him, okay? And that's not giving him anything over the top. But then again, he could dink and dunk you all day. But if they do the same thing they did in the Super Bowl, again, the Chiefs do not have cheetah, okay? They have a rookie wide receiver leading the helm, Isaiah Pacheco running the ball really well, and obviously Travis Kelce, right? So I think, and this is my honest opinion, I think the 49ers win this game 21-24. Although I could change my prediction. But I think that'll be the score. 21-24, 49ers win. Brock Purdy goes like 24 for 32 on passes. CMC goes over 100 yards. I think CMC takes MVP, and the 49ers win 21-24. That's it. That'll be my prediction. I'm not going to say any more. I think I broke it down as much as I could. I think the main key for the 49ers is to stop Pacheco. Do not let him get going, because then Patrick Mahomes will just find his way, and we don't want that. Okay? Feed CMC. Take care of the ball, Brock. Make the throws you can make, and they'll be all right. 21-24. Final prediction for now. I'll change it later, maybe, but that's it. But what do you think? You think the 49ers could win? Do you agree with me? If you don't, it's all good. Just meet me at the 50-yard line. Peace.